Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, we'll be playing the top 5 best decks in Clash Royale right now with the new balance changes. Balance changes just arrived in Clash Royale, and there are quite a few different changes that have affected the meta. We're playing Giant Graveyard right now, guys. Giant Graveyard is deck number 5, the 5th best deck in the game, and it actually got a small nerf to the arrows, believe it or not, so I guess it's safe to say the arrows nerf probably did not affect this deck too much. I feel like the arrows are still big enough to where they can pretty much hit everything you need them to hit, because they're basically still as big as the graveyard, pretty much, so yeah, they get the job done pretty good. Man, look at that giant there getting so much damage, but he did protect his pump pretty good. The thing is, though, guys, is that even though the arrows got a nerf, we got a buff to the Evo Snowball in this deck, so I feel like Evo Snowball is actually quite good here. I know I said Evo Snowball is one of the worst Evos, but to be fair, in this type of deck, it actually does do a pretty good job on defense. It's not really that amazing on offense usually, but it just like throws stuff away off of your tower, so that's the good part of it. Really good against stuff like E-Giant, especially. Anyways, we have like no way to kill this guy's pumps here, but sometimes graveyards can do something, and honestly, we're just doing relatively good right now either way without really dealing with these pumps too well. I think I'll just have to go for my arrows right here. I don't really want to make a giant graveyard push because I just don't know what tricks this guy has up his sleeve. Oh, he does have the 3 Musketeers. Okay. Well, guys, I hope I don't die right here. I hope I don't die, man. Shoot, I hope I don't die. That's all I could say. I guess I'll just go for this up high. I don't really know what else I want to do. Actually, I'll just Evo Snowball on defense, man. I hope those 2 Musketeers don't do too much, though. Okay, you know what, guys? That's actually not that bad. Like, we do take a ton of damage right there, but we get a small counter push, and the Evo Snowball actually did a great job right there. And guys, this deck has to be one of the easiest decks in the game to play as well, so if you're looking for a very easy no-skill deck, this might just be your deck. Oh man, I kind of just played that right into a Stein, but his tower had kind of low ammo, that's why I decided to try to go in for a graveyard. Maybe I should have had some better judgment right there, on second thought. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Musketeer right here, making sure to kind of space it out so his Goblin ability can't really do too much if he tries to go ahead and play it in a second here, which he might, we'll see about that. Beautiful guards right there, though. Oh, I have to go for my arrows here. Ooh, this is bad, guys. This is very bad. I think I have to waste my Evo Musketeer. Kind of hate to do it, but can't really do anything else. Okay, guys, we could make a nice giant graveyard push, but I know he's the 3M. Yeah, he does go for them right there. Okay, you know what? I think we're chilling for the time being. He's definitely going to spam us with like a battle ram and stuff like that. Yeah, of course he does. Alright, I'm going to go for the snowball right here, pushing this ram back, hopefully buying our Night Witch some time to go ahead and kill it. Okay, guys, we have a chance, man. We have a chance. I don't know why 3 Musketeers is so hard, guys. I never have had this much of a struggle against a 3 Musketeers player, but you know what? It makes sense. Our deck doesn't have a big spell, so it's bound to be a little bit difficult. Arrows don't clip the Stein right there, but they still did really most of what they needed to do, but somehow my entire graveyard just died right there. Bro, what was my graveyard doing, man? Graveyard needs to lock in. Alright, guys, I'm going to go for the Musketeer here. I know he's going to definitely try to 3M in a second, probably towards the middle. I think we might just have to go in, though. I think we just go in here, guys, honestly. And then I'm going to graveyard, and then he's going to go for something to block that, like a Stein or something. But we get our Evo Snowball off, which does clip the Bomber as well. And Giant does reach the tower. So that is game over. Let's go. Nice win. Moving on to the 4th best deck in Clash Royale right now after the balance changes, we have Royal Giant Hunter. I think this one is probably kind of expected because, you know, obviously we have the new evolved Hunter up in here. But guys, honestly, even without the Evo Hunter, this deck still works really, really well. So even if you don't have Hunter with the new evolution, you could still feel free to try this deck and it will still work amazing for you. Still one of the better decks in the game, even without the Evo Hunter. I think Evo Hunter is really good, but it's kind of matchup dependent. Like, it's so broken against Beatdown, but against stuff like Cycle decks, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So, yeah, it could be really good, but you could definitely still have great success without it. Nice, beautiful timing on the RG. Okay, no way he gets all the barbs pulled back, and he has Inferno Dragon too. Oh, guys, this is bad. Why the heck does he have barbs and Inferno Dragon, man? What is enough? Oh, snap. Oh, that's actually on the Inferno Dragon. The tower's on the Inferno Dragon somehow. Nice, okay, beautiful plays right there. Okay, guys, this is going to be one of the matchups where Evo Hunter is going to have to save me. Because even though we do have Hunter to counter Lava, it's still definitely going to be a little bit challenging. At least normally it is, but maybe the Evo Hunter could carry us because the nice thing about Hunter, actually, guys, is that it doesn't die to Fireball Zap or Fireball Rage, so Yeah, that'll be good at least. He does go for the lava in the back. What I'm going to do is cycle my first hunter early, guys. That's kind of what you want to do usually, because if you play it way too late, then they can just usually either spell it down or, like, kill it somehow. I mean, obviously Fireball Zap doesn't kill it, but they can, like, get their Evo Zap or something like that, you know? So, yeah, this is definitely good here to cycle that hunter early. We actually do hit the balloon right there with the lightning. Didn't even really intend on doing that, but heck, I'll take it. And we're going to maybe take just a tiny bit of chip damage here, but it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, definitely the barbs are going to be a little bit of a struggle for us, since we do have the lightning and not the fireball. But I feel like lightning is so much better in this deck just to help you break through buildings. And honestly, guys, I feel like everyone always says RG is a really high skill deck, but it's actually not super hard to play this deck. It does take just a short time to, of course, get the hang of and stuff like that, but it's not really that difficult in my opinion anyways. Alright, he does go in for the Lava Hound, guys. We're going to need our Evo Hunter to save us right now. Please, Evo Hunter, absolutely save us right now, please. He's going to have to respond to our Ghost here. We'll actually see what he tries to do about it. He does go for the Fireball, but he's going to have to play something else. And guys, look at the Lava Hound. Guys, the Lava Hound, it's literally just stuck. He does waste the Barbarians, which is actually amazing for us. I'm going to go for my Hunter right here. He does actually waste the Evo Zap. I think that was not the best. Oh, snap. I think I have to go ahead and Lightning right here, guys. I really don't have any other choice. Man, I would have loved to go in for an RG, but I'm not really sure if we'll get the chance now. Oh, Hunter! Where are you going in the wrong lane? I'm just going to RG with this. Might be a bit of a dumb RG, but okay, actually that's not bad, because he wasted the Inferno Dragon right at the same time. RG should start pushing back these barbs. That's why it's kind of nice to have the RG evolution. I see people trash the Evo RG a lot, saying how it's pretty much the same as a normal RG, but it definitely does do a pretty good job when your opponent has something like a ground card in that sort of situation, and they play it right next to the RG. It just keeps getting pushed back when you have that Evo. I am going to go ahead and RG right here. I think I might want to try to cycle back to my Hunter. No, actually, I don't think I can in time. I'm going to Lightning just to be safe. I mean, Lightning does counter the Balloon, guys. Also, Fireball plus E-Spirit does if you decide to try Fireball in this deck. Fireball definitely works, too. And if you guys don't have Ghost leveled up, you can feel free to play either a Lumberjack or something like a Dark Prince. Works pretty good as well. Ooh, okay, I'm just going to pull this John to the ground right here, guys. Then I'm literally just going to maybe, like, pull this away. Hold up. Is this going to work? Guys, wait. Activate my King Tower. Oh, no, it's not going to. But, dude, that is mad funny, man. What the heck is that? Guys, what the heck was that? We just pulled a Lava Hound with the Fisherman. Clash Royale is interesting in 2025, guys, I gotta say. I am gonna go ahead and Lightning here because it's so late in the game that I feel like we could kind of afford to just be a little bit over-aggressive. He does play the Evo Zap, and he does take an RG shot to the tower. You guys can see this deck is not the easiest ever to play, but it's definitely not super difficult once you get the hang of it. Ghost does reach the tower right here. Lava Hound is getting absolutely shredded to pieces, and we take home a very easy win. Alright guys, moving on to the third best deck in Clash Royale right now. We have Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits. I think this is definitely the best Piggies deck in the game right now. It's also the easiest to play by far. It's just incredibly easy to play this deck. You have so many good cards here, especially the Goblin Cage works so well, and I feel like Fireball Bait is just very good in this meta because not a lot of people have the actual Fireball. So yeah, it does amazing. We get a really good start here, taking half his tower despite him spending 9 elixir. That is how strong Piggies are. Piggies are definitely very good right now, and the recruits themselves are amazing as well, despite getting a few nerfs to the evolution. So this guy here could potentially have a Mega Knight deck. We'll see about that, though. If he does have Mega Knight, this actually could get a little bit interesting. I could Arrows the Bomber. I think I will. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to have here, but we'll just force it out of him and see exactly what he's running. What the heck? He has recruits of his own? Okay. And guys, even if you never played Recruits once in your life before, I would still recommend playing this deck. That's genuinely how easy it is to play. Even if you're like a Hog 2.6 player, you devote your life to 2.6, you could still probably play this deck. That's how easy it is to play. Even if you have no idea how to play Recruits, you're probably still going to do well with this deck. Nice, beautiful defense right there. The thing I love about this deck is really just the Goblin Cage. I feel like Goblin Cage definitely carries this deck quite a bit, along with just the Piggies themselves as a great win condition. Amazing damage right there. I think I will let the Ghost go, just so that way I can actually get my Piggies off without having to worry too much. That will actually get a lot of damage here, but I think we'll be okay, hopefully. Gonna Arrows pretty quick here. Ooh, okay, I could have been a little bit quicker, maybe to have taken the majority of the tower there, but it's all good. Not the end of the world. So guys, when you're facing recruits, when you have recruits yourself, you always want to be the second one to play them. You don't want to play them first, because if you play them first, the battle will happen on their side of the map, but if you play them second, then the battle can actually happen on your side, which is definitely what you want. Alright, he does go in for the recruits pretty up high, but we're going to have our towers supporting us, and he has his towers not supporting him, so it's automatically going to give us a nice advantage here. He does get the Evo Bomber up high. That could be a little bit annoying, but I think we're actually chilling. Yeah, and we can just maybe... We could piggies here, but honestly I'm just going to chill. I could have played my piggies there and probably taken the tower, but I just want to make sure that we get a win here and don't overcommit by accident and somehow end up losing this match. Alright, I think I'll just go for my recruits in the back, guys, because this deck isn't a piggy cycle deck. It's more so a deck where you want to have a lot of split lane pressure and just overwhelm your opponent with a huge push, not just like playing these little small pushes. You want to have like a whole huge push going at some point in the game. Okay, I think this is really good for us now. We can just go in for the piggies right here. This is definitely our chance while they're getting tanked for by the recruits of his. We do get the E-Spirit all the way to the tower somehow right there. Piggies do chip away a little bit, but that's not quite enough here, so we have to make sure we defend his next push. Wait, guys, hold up. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. Okay, he does go for that at the bridge. I'm just going to go in for this here, and he's probably going to bomber, so I'm going to have my arrows ready. Hopefully very quickly to get some hits right there. And we do take the nice win. Let's go. Taking spot number 2 as the second best deck in the game, we have Splashyard. I don't know why, guys, but Splashyard has suddenly become just so broken in the Clash Royale. I feel like I just think that Goblin needs to be deleted. Otherwise, Splashyard will probably always remain broken. I don't know, it just feels like the Goblin works so darn well in Splashyard, and they just do so well with it. They can pretty much beat any matchup now. It creates such good defense, such good offense, too. And, man, let's delete the Goblin please. Man, guys, I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait for another Goblin nerf, but I feel like it really needs it. It's so good in all of the top decks. It seems like everyone's playing Goblin. Anyways, pretty easy defense right there with our king up especially. The Nito is also so broken in this deck. We have the good cage as well. The really good Goblin cage works so well now. We have, honestly, the pretty underrated Ice Wizard. I feel like the Ice Wizard is actually a very underappreciated card right now in Clash Royale. It still feels so good to me, even though it doesn't have quite as much HP as it used to. Okay, this guy really has poison for no reason, man. What the heck? I'm actually going to graveyard here because he wasted the Goblin gang, he wasted the Dark Goblin, and the poison. But he already got back to the Dark Goblin, but it does go on the, I guess, wrong thing for him. He has guards, too. This man has a lot of graveyard counters, but we still get some very nice damage right there. And guys, with this type of deck, with this type of defensive deck like Splashyard, you want to be usually very passive in single elixir. You could sometimes get a graveyard off if you have a good opportunity, but most of the time it's better to be quite passive and just defend. But in certain matchups, like for example against stuff like Hog EQ, you can be a little bit more aggressive because they kind of have to Earthquake against their graveyard and they can't really get much of a counter push. So I guess the one exception is that you can be aggressive against someone if they can't counter push against you very well. Like if you know they have to just poison on defense against their graveyard, for example, if they have like minor poison, then you can actually be quite aggressive because you know they can't punish you for it. Alright, this will be pretty interesting to defend right here. I'm just going to try to get my cage to hopefully counter all these recruits pretty good, and we do have our Evo Skellies here, so I think we don't really have to do too much. I'm just going to go ahead and play my ability, also pull this Dark Goblin into everything, and I think that's really all we need to do for right now. We could get our graveyard off too, because we had a great defense. We can pre-poison for something. We do hit the Goblin gang. Okay, this is pretty good for us right now, guys. The Evo Skellies are also doing some good work. I mean, they do die, but still. That graveyard got incredible damage, man. He played that much elixir to counter it, and it still got that much damage. That is pretty wild. I am going to play the cage a little bit lower this time, just to make sure he can't snipe it with something like his Dark Goblin. He does go for that poison here, though. Okay. Yeah, honestly, this guy should have a hard counter to us, but I feel like our defense is just so broken that it doesn't really matter that he has all these counters. And here we can just go for the Tornado. Also keep in mind, guys, that the Ice Mage spawn in effect does fully counter Skeleton Barrel. I mean, except the drop damage, of course. Anyways, this guy's already calling the good game, man. That was way too easy against a poison deck. It should not be that easy. The #1 best deck in Clash Royale right now, guys, has to be this Miner Magic Archer deck. It's just so broken defensively, so good offensively, and it's basically impossible to stop a Magic Archer Tornado from reaching your tower, so man, this deck is so broken. By the way, guys, don't follow this guy's Instagram. Do not search up his Instagram. Do not follow him. I'm just playing. Man, guys, you guys have been writing some crazy comments recently, dude. I've been seeing people say that, like, oh, Ian, like, says when a river is polluted, he says, like, poison value. Like, bro, what are these people talking about? Guys, what are you guys talking about, man? You guys need to explain yourselves in the comment section. I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. And then someone said like Ian the type of guy to... I forgot what happened. I forget what exactly they said, but... Man, what are they saying, guys? What are these people talking about? I don't know, man. And then I saw... I think it's actually similar to what people have been commenting under Ken's comment section. I don't know, they've been saying stuff like... He goes to a classroom and then he passes gas and then he says poison value as well. Like, bro, what is that? I don't know what these people are doing right now, but yeah. Anyways, this guy does have Pekka. I don't know exactly what version of Pekka he's running. I don't know, maybe just like a little bit of a custom version or something. He does have the lightning as well. Okay. Lightning is really not that good against Magic Archer, though, and it obviously does something against the Goblinstein, but it's not really the end of the world if you face Lightning. Because we have so many things he needs to Lightning. He needs to Lightning the Cannon, he needs to Lightning the Magic Archer, and the Goblinstein, too, so... We just have a lot of options for what to play if he plays his Lightning on one thing. I am going to go for the King activation right here off this Lumberjack, which is pretty nice for us. I could potentially spam with my Goblinstein here, but I kind of just want to see what he does. Okay, never mind, I'm going to spam it. And he's probably going to Pekka here. Ooh, perfect timing, right as he goes for that in the back. He's definitely going to take some damage here. I'm going to pop my ability really quickly. Oh, it does die. Ooh, but he wasted the Lumberjack still. He probably thought that it wouldn't die right there. Okay, guys, this might be a little bit of an overcommit, but I'm going to Magic Archer. I don't even care. That's how you play this goofy old card. We forced out a whole Lightning right there on just a 4 Elixir Magic Archer. And we have our Evo Ice Spirit right here. He does go in for the Balloon, though. Just want to be careful with our cannon. It unfortunately does not quite hit the balloon there with that barrage, but I think we're chilling still. Oh snap, please. Don't connect, don't connect, don't connect. Okay, we're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. I don't know why this guy has Balloon Lightning instead of just a darn normal balloon deck with like freeze or something. But it's all good. Okay, guys, we could get a nice Magic Archer off soon. I am going to definitely press my ability right here. And I'm also going to go ahead and Magic Archer, pull this back as well, make him maybe potentially Lightning or something like that, but we'll see about that. Yo, the Magic Archer, guys! Yo, the Magic Archer! That is not real. That literally just took his whole tower. Okay, very easy win. Thank you guys for watching.